strike the lottery with an EC. There were many buyers who is asking us today whether buying an EC today will reap the same results and profits like the last round of EC buyers. Let's find out today. First, let us recap what an EC actually is. An EC is actually an executive condominium, which is a kind of hybrid housing between a HDB and a private condo. It is for Singaporeans who have exceeded the income ceiling to purchase a HDB but still finds a private condo too much of a stretch for them. So an EC is heavily subsidized by the government and still comes with full condo facilities like the swimming pool, gyms, function rooms and also tennis courts for certain developments. And when the EC hits the 5-year MOP mark, it can be sold to Singaporeans and PRs in the open resale market, and after 10 years when it has fully privatized, it can also be sold to foreigners. But here's the thing, EC prices have risen quite a bit over the past few years along with the property market. The brand new ECs can be selling at between 1,400 PSF to 1,600 PSF, and whether it is still worth buying an EC today. We think it is. Here's why. First of all, the price. Even though brand new ECs are selling at between 1,400 to 1,600 PSF, but it is still a steep discount from new launch private condos in the same vicinity. So take for example the tenant EC. They started selling in the year 2022 at an average price of between 1,300 PSF to 1,400 PSF. Latest transactions show that the price have already risen to between 1,400 to 1,500 PSF. And at this price, it is still 300 to 400 PSF cheaper than the nearest new launch private condo in Pasir Ris, the Pasir Ris 8. So the latest transactions from Pasir Ris 8 has shown that sub-sale prices have already crossed the 1,900 PSF mark. What's more, it is even in the same resale transaction price ranges for Tampines Trading and City Life at Tampines, which are ECs that has TOP in 2015 and 2016 respectively. So in this instance, the buyers of tenant are paying the same price to buy a brand new EC as compared to these two ECs which are 8 to 9 years old. At this price, it is definitely a safe entry point for tenant buyers as their exit point will be 5 to 8 years down the road after fulfilling their MOP. Second, location. In the past, ECs are usually situated further away from transport hubs, and they are dubbed to be in the more ulu locations in the township. But increasingly, ECs in the newer townships like Tengah and Tampines North are being situated very close or right next to the transport hubs which are just forming up. They are now just a few minutes away from latest MRT stations and shopping amenities. But there are only a few selected ECs that are in this advantageous location, and there is one that is coming up right in the beginning of next year. If you would like to find out which one it is and have a chance to grab it for yourself, DM us to find out more. Third, exclusivity. So ECs are a special type of housing that are only open to Singaporeans who have never bought an HDB before or who only have ever owned one HDB in their lives. So out of the whole ECs, there are 70% of the units that are reserved for first-time buyers, which makes them even more exclusive. So second-time buyers can also apply to purchase an EC, but there is a catch. They will need to pay a resale levy depending on what type of HDB they are currently owning. Fourth, special payment schemes. So EC buyers are given the option to go for a normal payment scheme where they pay 20% of the down payment and pay down subsequent payments when different construction stages have been reached. They are also open to a second payment option called the deferred payment scheme. So deferred payment scheme gives the options to EC buyers to pay down a 20% upfront and defer the future payments until they collect the keys to the development upon TOP. Okay, so this gives them the flexibility to save up the money over the years for their future mortgage payments. So there is still another special kind of payment scheme that is open to current HDB owners. It is called a special bridging loan. Not only can they take up the deferred payment scheme where they only pay down a 20% and defer the future payments, they can also take up this special bridging loan to make up for the difference in the purchase price for their future EC from the value of their current HDB. However, this special bridging loan requires careful planning because there are certain restrictions attached to it. So if you are an EC buyer looking to make use of this special bridging loan but you are not too sure about how the details are, feel free to contact us to let us walk you through the details. Lastly, future buyers. As new ECs are currently being built in newer townships, there will be plenty of HDB upgraders who will fulfill their MOP in the future they are looking to upgrade. So when HDB upgraders are looking to upgrade, they will usually tend to look within the vicinity that they are familiar with. So you will be secured with a future pool of buyers who will be looking to upgrade when you choose to exit.
As with any property purchase, there are more considerations to consider other than whether the property is going to be profitable in the future. So here are some that we recommend you think through before making your decision. Things like long-term financial planning. Have you done a detailed financial planning to see whether this particular property suits your financial plan into the future? Lifestyle preferences. Is the location, the schools, and the surrounding amenities suitable for you and your family's lifestyle needs? So market conditions. So no one can predict what is going to happen in the future. So things like interest rate, property cooling measures, and different market impacts can affect the prices of the property in the future. At the end of the day, EC is still a great choice for any property buyers who are looking for a future home for you and your family. So this is definitely the perfect choice for you if you have done your long-term financial planning and feels that this particular location is best for you and your family. So that's it for today. If you have further questions on whether an EC will be suitable for you, or if you need help to go through the financial details of planning to purchase an EC, feel free to contact us. Once again, this is Nick from the Property Runway. I'll see you again.